Honekahawa Beach. Now the reason I've come here is to find the green turtles that actually come out of the water. Now the best way to find these guys is to look for rocks, because that's exactly what they look like. Oh, look, there's one right here. Nowhere else in the world can you see sea turtles on the beach like this one. This is a little green sea turtle. He looks like he's dead, but he's not, he's just sleeping.
Crunching through the volcanic sand, I tried to find someone a little livelier.
This is different, black sand. We don't get this in Australia. Reckon this would burn your feet on a hot day? Stunning though. Sun setting, turtle on the beach. All I need is a champagne and I'm set for life. Hey guys.
It looks like it's bedtime. I hope they can rest well, because the green turtle is listed as endangered by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. Once again, I feel privileged to watch this slow-moving Prince of the Sea making its way back home, where it once again becomes a graceful and effortless swimmer. These rock walls are actually a fish trap. It's a man-made one. They build the walls and they have openings so that fish can come in and out during the tide. But at low tide, they form perfect pools. Being caught in this fish trap doesn't seem to pose too much of a problem for the green turtle, because of its fondness for crawling ashore to bask in the sun. This is a rare behaviour among marine turtles and has been observed in only a few populations in the Pacific. The greens which do this are limited to here in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. It's thought that they do this for thermoregulation. They just like to warm up in the sun and rest. Sound familiar? And like any good resort, where the pool is warm, you can grab a lazy snack while you wait for the tide to come back in.
This young turtle is eating algae in the shallows. You can see how much he likes to do this because of all the algae that he has growing on his back. There's heaps of it. Maybe he's just saving some for later.
Young or juvenile green turtles eat sponges, seaweed and jellyfish. But once they move to the benthic or bottom feeding grounds, they are almost exclusively herbivores and feed on seagrasses and algae. Out of the 400 known species of algae, 9 species are the principal foods of the Hawaiian green turtle. This fellow seems to be carrying a lot of food just on his back. These turtles are a bit young yet to tell whether they're male or female. As they get older and sexually mature, the males actually grow a longer tail, and that's one of the only ways that you can tell the difference between a male and female turtle. The tide was turning and the turtles knew it. The entrance to this fish trap was open again and they headed back out to sea. But not without me. I followed one turtle to see what he was up to. Earlier in this series, I followed a Florida manatee to a secret cleaning station. And I think this algae-covered guy is going to the Hawaiian equivalent. It's the unwritten law of the ocean. I'll sit still and be no threat, and you eat all the algae off my back you want. When you're fed, I'm good to go. Now that's a great clean and meal deal. Of course, I'll need a breath of air occasionally.
Gotta watch where you step. There's always turtles on this beach, but today we're very lucky because it's actually a spring tide. We've got the full moon with us. And on a full moon, these guys come out in force. They'll come up with one high tide, and tomorrow when the tide's high, most of them will go back down. Looks like this guy's being caught by a local fisherman. He's actually got a hook on the left-hand side of his neck, and I'm going to try and get it off him. Hang on, buddy. Let me try and get this off you. Oh, They're pretty tough around the neck area, so it's a bit hard to get out. Let's get this out for you. It's pretty tough, but I'll just give it a quick yank. Oh. This is only a very small hook, but hooks get in animals all the time. Lines, nets, hooks. We really have to be careful about what we do with our equipment.
I monitored these turtles for over a week and felt honoured to spend time with these wonderful animals. This is the largest hard-shelled sea turtle. Green turtle adults commonly reach 100 centimetres or almost 40 inches in carapace or shell length and weigh 150 kilograms or 330 pounds. Hawaiian green turtles nest in the isolated French frigate shoals, but forage throughout the entire Hawaiian archipelago. That's a range of 2,500 kilometres. That's 1,500 miles. Tagging has shown that most Hawaiian green turtles seem to stay at specific foraging grounds, leaving only to reproduce. The green turtles here at Honokahau support this theory, as the same core group of animals have been here since 1989. And why not? The Hawaiian Islands are a haven in a very big ocean. Hawaii is the most isolated population centre on the face of the earth. It's a bright jewel box in the blue Pacific that sometimes glows with ever-building fury. But gentle whales find the stopover just fine. Giant manta rays glide around the deep waters, while sharks stay on patrol for the sick, weak and unwary. And my favourite green turtles have really learnt to hang loose in the true Hawaiian spirit. This is Lynn Sutherland saying aloha Hawaii, till I am once again greeted by your warm and rare beauty.